you guys?
We're good. How are you?
Good. Okay, this is the same as the last 2 years. I'll keep it short and sweet, but I'm asking again to be able to do the banners for our military heroes in town, in the area, not just town. The price is the same as last year. It's $45 per veteran. Trophy Room is gonna do it for me again. I am gonna do the money, collect all of the money, the photos, the information for the month of May, and then we'll work on them this summer. So I have order forms. I'll leave some order forms with you, Ruth, for the girls.
Okay,
And then I'll put it up on,
okay. We'll put it up on the city page too.
and then I'll put it out on Facebook too, and then Pete will put it in the paper, so.
How many were we up to last year? Do you remember?
No, I think we got maybe 20 more last year, so
Okay.
maybe,
Around 60 some, was it? Or was it
well,
over 60?
yeah, we had over 100.
I was gonna say, I thought we were
First
getting
year,
close to
yeah.
100, yeah.
Yeah, I bet we're about 150.
Awesome.
And I have 7 people that are on my list. One guy wants to order 4 for a family. So, I mean, there's already a dozen
Yeah.
more we could put up, so.
Okay. Ruth, can you check with Neil and make sure we have all the
Yeah.
hardware and stuff we have, then we'll take care of
Okay.
putting them up again.
Okay, and then I need to know too, I guess, we did sleeves last year, Ruth, and I don't know if sleeves were better or if the grommets are better.
Sleeves are better than
Okay.
the grommets.
I know the wind sometimes gets them and they
Yeah.
crinkle them up, but our guys have been great about fixing them, so.
I know we took them down after Veterans Day last year. When did we put them up?
Yeah, we
Was
put
it
them up October
in- I was
1st,
gonna say
ish,
end of
that week, yeah.
September. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
Yep.
Yep, sounds good. Just
Okay.
let us, keep us informed, talk to Ruth and the ladies, and
okay,
we'll
Sounds
take
good.
care of everything and go from there.
okay, thank you very much.
Yep, thanks for doing it. Appreciate it. Okay, next we have Pastor Troy Benetone to present on some plans for business in Southtown Shopping Center. And you guys should each have a copy of his presentation in front of you here.
You guys all see this pretty good?
Yep.
Mayor, Commissioners, thank you for having me. I'm Reverend Dr. Troy Benetone. I'm the Executive Director of the Hands of Hope Foundation. Foundation started in 2004-05 up in the Springfield area. We were originally a storm relief organization and developed into an international ministry mission, do some regional and national missions, medicals. We have medical facilities in Liberia, churches and stuff in Asia. And we begin to do more and more stuff locally. I'm also the pastor at Community Faith Church in Marion, Illinois. And that church works with Hands of Hope to do church planting internationally, Liberia again, Thailand, Central America, other places. And we also work with an organization called the Heron House of Hope. John Steve here is the director at the Heron House of Hope. Just another organization we helped get started. We now give oversight to that as well. Why am I here? The pretty lady in the peach is my wife, Beth and Provert Benetone. She's a DeQuoin native. So I do not come from DeQuoin. My family's all Heron native. I grew up in Memphis. And why DeQuoin? Why would we come over here? A lot of people have reached out to our foundation and said, hey, we really would like to see some creative stuff over here. We got some great space. And we said, well, we really don't, just don't know what to do. But what we had a vision for was to do an expanded thrift store, a really big thrift store. And we began to look around the whole entire region, and the best place out here was Southtown Shopping Center. So that we got looking at that. So why DeQuoin? Well, my father in the Lord is Fred Bishop. So that's the person who led me to Christ, my mentor. My closest friend is Shane Bishop, his son. And so I have a lot of close ties there. Ended up marrying a girl from DeQuoin, whose best friend was Melissa, Shane's wife. And so I ended up with half-born DeQuoin kids. So my children are 4 DeQuoin kids. And really blessed by that. Over the years, I ran a business insurance company in Heron, Illinois, and I had a lot of insurance over here in the days, worked with several agents from this area. So I've been interacting with the DeQuoin community for over 40 years. So it's not a foreign place to me, it's very familiar to me. And I spent a lot of time in the old Kroger store when I was courting her, picking up things and shopping. So we've been watching that empty. We looked at it. We have a plan to come in and kind of revitalize it. So I began to reach out to the owner of that center about the feasibility of it. And we developed a plan. We developed a concept, which I'm going to walk you through real quick. And basically, we went out and reached out for what they call a CDEP grant through the Delta Regional Authority. And they granted us a grant of about $350,000 to help us do the remodel of it if we proceed forward. We haven't started going forward. The grant's approved. It's in our hands. We haven't spent one dime yet because I've been working with Kaylin and Mayor Downs to make sure that we kind of work through the process and we're working good with you guys. So I put together a presentation that really explains the whole thing. So you've got that. Each of the graphics you've also got, and there's also a piece. So let me walk through this if I can. You can kind of see here, that's just as is, just right now. There you go, how it looks. The foundation that goes back quite a while is just a connecting agency. We're just think of us as the organizing force. The biggest thing is the restored thrift store that we would do, and about 17,000 square foot of what was the former Kroger store. And we're looking for a big site because we've got a good model to show you. We're also going to do a barbecue restaurant. And for those of you who don't know, I am from Memphis. My family's from here, but I'm from Memphis. I'm a 3-time world champ barbecue with John Lewis Barbecue. So we were originally going to do a coffee shop. My son owns Crown Brew Coffee in Marion. And you guys got some new coffee shops. We decided, why would we compete with something you're already doing well at? So we talked to the mayor, and then we made a shift and thought, well, we'll do some barbecue instead. And we're also going to put a workforce development program in, which will train people for these 2 programs. And we're already tapped into that now. And with that, we would have additional space in the facility for a community faith church campus, which I would serve as the pastor of. This is what the new storefront would look like. Our basic mission would be to provide high quality items and a low cost clothing, home goods to the people of Southern Illinois. We think you draw from a tremendous area. We know that the money can be used that we'll be making, we'll put it back into missions regionally, locally, internationally, things that we're already doing. This is an income stream for our foundation. It's also a chance to create sales tax revenue to the community, jobs to the community, and so that's our mission there, is to create the thrift store. Right now, we're using for a model, if you've been down to the old, what's that, old Walmart in Marion, there's renewed secondhand store. Anybody been in there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Holly, the manager, is our mentor for this. They've helped launch one in Texas. They're helping us launch this. So we're modeling everything after them. We're working closely with them. And so just to show you that, this is the store in Marion currently. This is what it looks like from how they bring stuff in on the side, to their back storage warehouse, to their truck docks. You can see the Kroger place will allow us to do that as well. So we're looking for something that fits that. Their sales floors are highly organized. I mean, they do very, very well by department. So it's a retail store, looks great. We're not talking about a junk store. We're just talking about a store that is, you have everybody in there, people that really need something, and then you have people going out looking for that $200 pair of jeans that just happen to get donated. And you can kind of get a feel of what it'll look like, how to check out. They also have a new section with new items, which we would do as well. Similar checkout, similar POS system that we would be doing. And we would take what was the shoe connection and turn it into 3 things in one. There's about 11,000 square feet on that side. And a lot of our build-out plan is to turn that into the restaurant space, the church meeting space, and the workforce development space. The church space and the workforce development space can share some of the cooperative space, conference room space, some of the childcare space that might be needed. And so we're going to show you that here. And this is 11,000 square feet of the 27,000. This is what it looks like now. It is a wet, nasty mess. It's gross. They have put a new roof on it for us. It's dried out. That was contingent upon us moving forward. And so this 11,000 square feet is basically one big, massive open room. There's additional space back here that we'll be including in that. Let me bring you the last few slides. Most of the renovation that we'll do is on the shoe connection side. The Kroger sides are really ready to go. We'll move the shelves around, change how we lay it out, but it's mostly just moving stuff. The other building, if I turn this and adjust this for, let me adjust it this way for you. So you're looking at it from the parking lot. If you're looking at it from the parking lot, you come in, the cafe will be here. This will be what's mainly open during the time, but on Thursdays and Sundays, church space will be back here, but this could also serve as community gathering. Could also be used for conferences, could be used for banquets during the rest of the time. And this is the back back storage space, current bathrooms. These would be additional bathrooms. Over here, we would have a nursery, a conference room that was a kid's room, a dedicated restored workforce room, another office here, and there would be a connecting door into the adjoining building. So this is the space that we would be spending a lot of the renovation dollars on this space. Community Faith Church is church I pastor, been there for 16 years. We would probably start services on Sunday evenings at 5 o'clock, Thursdays at 6:30. We're working with people already over here that would like to be a part of that. Why a church? You don't probably need another one, but my doctorate's in church planning. My heart, my desire, everywhere I've gone, Liberia, Thailand, around the world, I've planted churches. I've probably planted 150 churches around the world. So if I'm not involved in planting a church, I don't really know why I'd want to do it. So I would like to have the church involved because I believe the key is that we are connected to the larger community. And I'm sure I'll do well working with the larger community. So that's a little bit about the church, what we'll be doing there. Barbecue restaurant, just old school barbecue. I mean, we just do basic meats. If you think of the restaurant we're gonna do, it's more like a meat and three. So probably run Monday through Friday or Tuesday through Saturday. We'll probably run initially 11 to 3 lunch. The coffee shop, we'll probably go ahead and run the coffee shop, 8 to 10, 30, and then 3 to 5 with a little bit of dessert and stuff. But the lunch will be a hot lunch. When barbecue's out. And you might find this barbecue and these barbecues and these vegetables on this day, but Tuesday's menu will look a little different, Wednesday's look a little different. So you could really come 5 days in a row and get 5 different plates very easily. So we're looking at a very cool style. Again, I'm a Memphis native. We sell about 1,000 ribs outside of Sam's every Super Bowl weekend. So I'm won all over, we serve all over, we do a lot of that. The biggest piece I think is going to be really helpful to the community, not only having sales tax revenue and having the jobs that we create, we're going to bring with it a restored workforce development center. We are already doing some of this work at the House of Hope. We already work with the AmeriCorps. We're going to be partnering with Vista. We're looking at programs already with Montracom that we work with. We work with local social service, DHS organizations, and we help people that are looking for job seeking work. So we're going to develop a workforce development center. We've created an academy model. We've got some really cool partners with it. Tell you about that. And so our mission is going to be to restore lives through compassionate workforce development and job training. So we're going to bring people in, be able to put them to work, restaurant, front sales, back sales, working in the loading dock, different things, and train them for meaningful employment while they're getting paid and trained. And our goal here is to restore lives through opportunity. Let me show you how this is going to work. Our project's going to serve here in the Quoin, surrounding rural area. There's some real need for it. If you take a look at statistics where Quoin is versus Illinois, there's some pretty decent statistics that state that it wouldn't be bad to have some good jobs and some good job training here. You can just really see that here. And we hope that we can help strengthen the low-income families by providing an opportunity on the way out and a way to work as they do it, get a little bit of compensation while they're being trained, and then get them into the broader community. We're not expecting to hire everybody and keep them. We're hoping to hire them. Some will get permanent placement with us. Some will be open and available to other business employers and stuff in the region. Sustainability with our project. The way we built this project, you think thrift store. What are we gonna do thrift store? Renew Thrift Store generates already right at $2 million a year. So when you take a look at that, it means that while we've got some grants to help us get the workforce development started, we would also have the income to be able to maintain this beyond our initial CDEP grant, our any other grants that we're getting, any other partnerships. So our goal is to use our project with the restaurant sales, also with the thrift store, to be able to use that income to provide an ongoing workforce training program. So that creates the partnership with our foundation, the partnership with the community, partnership with retail, and job training. And so our goal is really to generate revenue through operations, through the restaurant, through the thrift store, and then that'll help us flourish in the community. The profits from that would go back into our foundation, could be used locally for benefits, organizations, things that we're developing here, regionally, internationally, and beyond. And what it would look like is whether we bring people in from that got DHS recommending, Goodwill CSEP is already committed to partner with us to bring in people and partner with us. They work especially with people over 65 in the program. We're already working with them, Montracon, court order. Sometimes we have people that are doing court order supervision, maybe your local court, we can work with them as well. Self-referrals, people we just interview, run through the process. Also, other partners like AmeriCorps and Vista. We're gonna do interventions. We'll start with case management on every person. We'll assess life and leadership coaching needs, career peer counseling, resource center, and do GED class partnerships. We already do that with John A. Logan. I know you have that here as well, so we're already doing that. The academy part will offer various training so that as they're working in different areas, maybe food service or working in the dock, they can get various certifications and trainings. Our goal is to get them into the lab, so if you'll see the thrift store as, yes, we're gonna have an income-producing thrift store, but it's also gonna be a lab for the workers. So that's where they'll learn how to work retail, they'll learn how to work in restaurant operations, or maybe we're partnering with other businesses in town and saying, hey, we're gonna place you over here, and you'll be working at this store or this restaurant. Finally, the goal is outcomes, that they end up with a permanent job. We work with more and more partners. John works with a lot of people in Southern Illinois, and simply call us and say, who do you got that we can hire now? And we don't recommend anybody that's not been in our program over 90 days, has a good flawless record, has shown improvement. And so we hope to get good partnerships, and finally, to do follow-up care with them to see how they're doing and where they're ending up. I think that's about it. I'm gonna show one more thing. Let me make one more comment, and then I'll open it up for questions. I've been asked 3 questions repeatedly as we came here. The first is, Hands of Hope. Is it related to Transition of Hope? We have zero, absolutely nothing to do with that organization. I'd never heard of it till I walked in here and got in conversation. So my foundation goes all the way back to 2004 and 5 in Springfield. We chartered as a foundation in Marion, and we've just been working globally for a long time. So there's no connection to that, our boards or anything like that. The second thing people got on the question was, were we gonna build a homeless shelter and bring a lot of homeless people in, bus them up and have them sleeping on the streets? That won't be good for retail sales, it won't be good for the restaurant. That's not what we're trying to do. I guess if somebody was on the streets, we can help them get a job, maybe that. But our goal is to have nothing to do with any homeless shelter, any bringing people here. We wanna have a very healthy retail environment in Southtown, and we have a goal of ultimately purchasing Southtown ourselves and helping to see that flourish for this community. And finally, last but not least, how will this benefit Southtown Shopping Center? Well, it's falling in now, it's not doing well now. And we would like to see it be a center for jobs, a center for income, a center for sales taxes, and all those things. So that's kind of the total plan. We're getting started with some grants, but we believe the engine of it itself will help itself perpetuate. So almost like a solar plant, this will be kind of fed by, well, your leftover stuff as you drop it off in a nice bag, or you come from a restaurant. Last but not least, Bob Carnes is not here. I have one other connection to this town. Too bad Coach Carnes isn't here today. This is personal privilege, so somebody can share this with him. When my best friend growing up, Shane, his favorite coach was Bob Carnes. He has legend stories. I grew up in Memphis. I had a very good coach, Coach Rudolph. And so I was always jealous because he had a lot of good things about Coach Carnes. Never got to really meet him until Jason Carnes became the Heron High School head coach. My son was a starting center and long snapper when we moved from Southern Illinois. In my last 2 years there, Coach Carnes' last coaching job was working directly with my son. And so our most prized picture is that my son got to be coached by my best friend's best coach. And so I was going to tell Coach Carnes, Caleb still asks about him all the time. So that's our connection to Quoin. We're not just rolling in. We really want to be a good part of the community. And, well, he ended up being a pretty good kid. I'll be glad to answer any questions if you have them.
Do I have any questions?
I do.
Go ahead.
So thank you for your presentation. Obviously, you outlined that some of your success metrics are number of jobs created and number of classes and enrollees provided. So those are your metrics. What are your targets? Like, what do you anticipate in terms of jobs and enrollees in the program?
We've just sat down, we've actually gotten up to a number of about 55 is what we think. But when we tell you here it's gonna look like about 30, that's a full-time job. So some of that will look more part-time. A lot of these jobs that'll be in this program will be 900, 1,200, and 1,500 hours. That'll be determined by whether they're in program year 1, program year 2. Doesn't mean full year, but session 1, session 2, session 3. Everybody will come in on a 900-hour program. And if they go to about 1,200 hours, then to about 1,500, which puts them up quite a bit farther. After that, then we can invite them to a permanent job. This actually allows for management level training. So we could put them in a management track, and this pays pretty decent salaries here. So we'll be using various programs, and they'll come in through different ways. Some will be just funded by our own grants and by our own operations. So I would say about 55.
Okay, thank you.
But you can kind of see management. We have about 7 managers that we'll bring in that will work directly for us. And then beyond that, there'll be other restaurant leaders, people. So there's about 12 to 15 of our core team, and then everything else after that will be the workforce. So think of the workforce development as our HR department. Just think, and some people will be hired directly to go to work, but some people will be hired to be trained to go to work. And it'll kind of depend on their skill. And they may come out here and we may hire them back for a permanent position.
Got it.
These metrics are really important for some of the grants that we're working with and some of the stuff that we're working on.
Okay.
Can I ask a question? Anybody else up here got any questions? Mike, Wade? Go ahead, Pete.
You know, you mentioned that you hadn't touched the Delta Regional grant money yet. What's your timeline as far as?
I'm right where we're supposed to be. We got approved in January. After we got approved in January, I notified the mayor and the team that we can kind of start to proceed. After that, we're supposed to follow up with all of our initial contacts. Him and I started meeting last April about this, our first coffee. We didn't apply till August. The government shut down, slowed all that way down for us. So when I let him know in January we were gonna be approved, it still took another 30 days to get sign off. So we couldn't spend a dime until mid-February. Now we can, but one of our commitments was to work until we had commitment from you and us to work in partnership together. And so I've been working to get this fine-tuned, to get logos adjusted, to do good communication. And so we've also been applying for a few other grants and a couple of partnerships. So you're kind of our next step, and according to my plan with the CDEP grant, I'm right on track, and then last meeting with you guys tonight. So if this goes forward over the next 30 days, we'll reach out to each of our building partners. We'll ask them for revised, they gave their bills to what they would charge for bill out a year ago. They get a chance to do a revision on that. We'll go back to CDEP at the end of the second quarter and say, we might need this change, that change, and then we'll begin to proceed.
So ideally, when would you like to be open?
Well, let me say it this way. It would probably be fall, and if we opened anything first, the thrift store would open first. We would open the thrift. The thrift almost is gonna take almost very little conversion. So basically the 16,000 square feet, we could open pretty quick. So probably by fall. The build out's gonna take as much as 6 months. So even if we started 90 days from now, let's say, and the couple of builders are like 90 to 120 days out at least, I would say that would be early next year before you might see the restaurant operation, the church. The workforce development we'll be able to do in the current location because there is office space in the current program, then we could work for it temporarily. But as far as full effect, probably over a year.
One other question for you. Obviously, a lot of the success of your thrift store will be predicated on quality of donations that come in, and so knowing that we already have some thrift organizations in town, do you plan on sourcing solely from the community, or do you have arrangements elsewhere?
Multiple options. First of all, generously, the Restore Thrift Store, they have tremendous stockpile. Salvation Army, Goodwill, tremendous stockpile. They've already pretty much offered to largely equip us to get started, so we can kind of phase it in. Then we'll do what they call a countywide drive. We will simply put out lists of the things we're looking for, and we have a box truck included and a driver included, and you'll get something in the mail, something dropped off, and say, hey, this week we're coming to your neighborhood. Do you have something to pick up? So we'll begin to take collections as well. I will tell you this, Renewed Store, if you go there tomorrow, go back in the back, ask Holly to show you the pile. Their pile goes to the ceiling and is about the size of a mountain you can ski on. Stuff is not your problem. We dispose of a lot of stuff that's in pretty good shape. And there was enough stuff that they generated $2 million last year in their stores. So if I can take that same money and turn it into job training, and then turn it back into local philanthropy and supporting people both here and beyond, it seems to me like nobody loses on that. And at the same time, you get a really creative way to train people. So not one thrift store we've worked with is having trouble getting stuff. As a matter of fact, all the other stores we're working with are gonna give us stuff, and we would do the same with the local stores. There's just stuff you can't use, and you got one season stuff up, one season stuff down, so I
Okay.
think we'll work well together.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
So your operation in Heron and the operation here are gonna be very different. They're not anywhere
We're not
similar.
doing any House of Hope type operations here at all. What will benefit Heron from this would be income stream to our entire foundation. Might benefit, we're working on developing a free clinic in Heron. We bought a building there and we're developing it. So how do we fund that clinic beyond an initial grant we got through CBS grant there? How do we fund that? Well, sales here will help us fund that free clinic over there. Or it might help us with something we're doing in Liberia or Thailand or storm relief that we do here locally. So zero of what we're doing in Heron will be transposed over here.
Because this is basically a for-profit
It
business.
just, well, yes, the for-profit is the retail, the for-profit, the restaurant. The workforce development is a creative way to do HR. By having the partnerships, we're gonna get support. Not only are we getting, okay, don't tell anybody. This is all for record. We're gonna get everything free. And then we've got a lot of grants to help us train people to work for us. So when you take how much you make, and you don't have labor to take out, you don't have cost of goods to take out, you have a lot more profit to work with. Now, I'm not saying we won't have some costs. I'm just saying it will look a lot better for us. And so this is a really good model. The restaurant will obviously have food costs, but we're already gonna work with Johnny Logan and some, Bryn Lake and their food program. We're working with Sam's Club on how to do a restaurant training program and a cook development program. So we're gonna get a lot of partnership with that as well. So it's just a creative way. So the workforce will be non-for-profit, but it'll be our resource department. But most of what we're doing is the retail. And the reason we're here is to make money, period. But we also know that we're gonna need to train people to do these jobs. And right now, there's a real demand. If you go back and you take a look at the employment needs of this region, I mean, there's a ton of resources, CDS money, different money out there, Delta Regional Authority money. It's because they see the blight and the need for recovery and job training. We wanna take advantage of that space and get some of those resources, whether it's through AmeriCorps or through Vista or through one of the other programs, to get it back into here and help retrain our people and get them home. So, pretty good.
Anybody else? Okay. All right, thanks for coming.
Guys, thank you very much. I
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. We look forward to your partnership, and we're hoping that we will get some support from you guys on what we're gonna need some help is when we get into the building. I think I showed it. Our cost of the building project is about, it's about $427,000 to renovate that building. $350,000 of that is coming in the CDEP grant, 342, some change. We have to have about $85,000 more filled in through partnership to get there. And we're hoping somewhere in that tax income and financing, we can get some help there. In addition, we've got to go out and raise $200,000 more for the launch money, hire the initial workers, and to pay the initial leases and rents. And I think we can get this thing going. We're just gonna need you to partner with us, and we wanna work well with you. You have my commitment to work with you. The mayor, I think, can tell you that we will work hard with you guys. And I've got a good reputation with our local mayor in Heron, Steve McKean, and we look forward to working with you guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, on down to appointments. We got three things here tonight. First is a motion and a vote to appoint Vanessa Worthington to the Park Board for a period of 3 years. I would entertain a motion and a second to do so.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Helmer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Ward. Roll call.
Commissioner Helmer,
Yes.
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz,
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes. Next is a motion and vote to hire Jacob Harshy as full-time patrol officer trainee beginning May 5th, 2026. Mike, you got anything you want to add here?
Just appreciate we got a local young man here, long family roots in Du Quoin, and even came and showed up. I mean, we usually don't have that. Well, get new hirees and don't know who they are, so hopefully we'll all get to meet you before it's over with, and I'd like to welcome you to the department, and I make the motion that we hire.
All right, got a motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Helmer. Roll call?
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Commissioner Helmer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz.
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes. Yeah, and like Commissioner Ward said, thanks for coming. Good to, had Jacob when he was in school, when I worked at the elementary school, so glad to see him come full circle and welcome aboard. And last is motion and vote to hire Janelle Wathen, part-time in the city clerk's office. I would entertain a motion second to do so.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Cruz,
Second.
second by Commissioner Ward. Roll call?
Commissioner Cruz,
Yes.
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Commissioner Helmer,
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes. All right, down to ordinances and resolutions. Resolution 2026 R0401, the resolution waiving bidding pursuant to section 1-2-43B of the resolution of the city of DuQuoin for repair of the water department vac truck. And this is for final approval from holdover from last meeting. Would entertain a motion second to get that done.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Cruz,
Second.
second by Commissioner Helmer. Roll call?
Commissioner Cruz.
Yes.
Commissioner Helmer,
Yes.
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes. Resolution 2026 R0402, resolution authorizing contract for water purchase between Wren Lake Conservancy District and the city. This is also for final approval. If there are no questions, would entertain a motion and a second to do so.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Cruz,
Second.
second by Commissioner Helmer. Roll call?
Commissioner Cruz.
Yes.
Commissioner Helmer,
Yes.
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes. Next, Resolution 2026 R0403, resolution authorizing a TIF redevelopment agreement between the city and DuQuoin Property Group LLC. This is also for final approval, and this was a presentation Jeff talked to us about last time in the spec house on, over on Franklin Street. If there are no questions or concerns, would entertain a motion second for final approval.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call?
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz,
Yes.
Commissioner Helmer,
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes. Resolution 2026 R0406 is a resolution accepting proposed real estate sales contract and authorizing the execution of the contract for sale of real estate. This is for debate and public display. Anybody have any questions
Yeah, I have
here?
to open.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Did we just get one, Reed?
Only one. Bryce E. Marks, $4,600.
Got anything to add? Is that, can you do anything else other than put it on public display?
No, just put it on public display.
Okay. All right, would entertain a motion and a second to put that on public display and accept that bid. Let it sit for 2 weeks.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Helmer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call?
Commissioner Helmer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz.
Yes.
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes. Next, Resolution 2026 R0407, resolution authorizing waiving bidding and purchase a new police cruiser from John O. Jones, and this is also for debate and public display. Any questions or concerns? If not, would entertain a motion and second to do so.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Helmer. Roll call?
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Commissioner Helmer,
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz.
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes.
What's the price on that roof?
4,600.
60,650,
670.
670.
Next, Resolution 2026 R0408, resolution authorizing the purchase of some kind of pump, 3102 pump from Van Deventer Engineering for our water department. I'm not even gonna try and say that word. It's also for debate and public display. What's this to do with here, Ruth?
This is a backup pump, so when our lift stations go down, they can haul this pump over and help the flow. It's almost $12,000.
Okay. Wade, you got any questions, anything you wanna add? Okay, I'll entertain a motion second, to put it on public display.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Cruz,
Second.
second by Commissioner Ward. Roll call?
Commissioner Cruz,
Yes.
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Commissioner Helmer,
Yes.
Mayor Downs.
Yes. Resolution 2026-R0409, resolution authorizing permit request from Illinois Department of Transportation, and this is for the Route 14 project. This would be for final approval. Any comments, Ruth?
This is just the final step for them moving the utilities out on 14.
Anybody else have any questions? If not, we'll entertain a motion second for final approval.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Cruz,
Second.
second by Commissioner Helmer. Roll call?
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Helmer?
Yes.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. And last, resolution 2026-R04-10, resolution authorizing 2026 MFT general maintenance through IDOT, and this is for final approval. This will be our annual oil and chip program of city streets. Would entertain a motion and a second if there are no questions or concerns.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Ward,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cruz. Roll call?
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Helmer?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes. All right, we have no other business. Commissioners' comments. Caleb?
Nothing for me.
Ian?
Nothing.
Wade?
Yes, I would, Coach Carnes asked me to speak for him and myself for our deepest sympathy to the Ron Dornell family. We know Ron was a great asset to the city when he worked for us, and right when I started, he was my water director, and he helped me a lot of explaining things to me, and he's been a long time, and Coach said to mention that he loved coaching Ron through all the years, and I played on the same teams with him, so he will be missed by us.
Mike?
Yeah, same thing. Prayers for the family of Ron Darnell. I went to school with him, worked summers out the fairgrounds with him, with Coach Carnes, and he was a health officer when I was chief of police. And one thing I always knew, and the guys knew, if there was an extra set of eyes and hands out there, because if you had something, Ron was there, willing to jump in there with you and back you up. And sad to hear that he went so quick, because he was a big asset to the community. Just keep his family in your prayers. He's a good man.
Thanks, Mike. Jeremy?
Yeah, it's been a lot of loss lately in the community. I also like to send condolences to the family of Paul Miller, longtime teacher at the high school. So to him and to the other families that have experienced loss lately.
Thanks, Jeremy. Ruth?
Same thing, sympathies for Ron's family, and I know a lot of us here at the city are just devastated by that, and also to the Paul Miller family. He was at one time part of my family, so.
Yeah, just sympathies to both families. I've known, them and their families for a long time. Mr. Miller was my math teacher, and like Mike said, when I was commissioner before, could always count on Ron to do the right thing, and help out as a code officer, and it's a job that not very many people want to take on, but he was willing to take it on and worked his way up through the water department and retired as our director. So spent some time with his boys and at his house last week and told some good stories. And so just, pray for his family, Linda and his family. And if you get a chance to come out to the visitation tomorrow at 9 and the funeral to follow that, 9 to 11, I believe, at Serby's, right?
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anybody in the crowd? No? Okay. I don't think we have executive session tonight, right?
Nope.
Okay. All right. We call for a motion to adjourn at 6:42.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Helmer,
Second?
second by Commissioner Ward. Roll call?
Commissioner Helmer?
Yes.
Commissioner Ward?
Yes.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Mayor Downs?
Yes.